All right, y'all, we lit, man. LS, I'm back with another one. Got a special guest. You already know who I am, man. So I'm gonna go and let him introduce himself real quick, y'all. So go and tell the people who you are, where you came from. Yeah, man, and just play ball and what schools and how far
Yeah.
along you made it with the sports, man.
Well, I'm Cam. Shoot, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. Shoot, I played a little bit of high school, a little bit of college, a little bit of pro. So we're gonna get into some sports talk tonight. Cause you remember my boy Stray, we argue on Clubhouse all the time, so we might as well get it recorded and put something together.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, we always, have that clubhouse barbershop sports talk. And then when you told me you played in the league, I was like, man, that's dope. I gotta interview you, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what's up. So what college you went to, man? And what NFL teams you played for?
Man, my freshman year. Actually, I was 2008. I graduated 2008, so I signed to Auburn University. And so you're from West Coast, so you ain't really familiar with SEC ball, but there's like Alabama, Auburn, Arkansas, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, them type of schools. So I went to Auburn. I was there for a year and a half. Then I actually left and went to a junior college in Texas called Navarro. We won the national championship of junior college. I went there, then I transferred to UCF. Played 2 years there. Then I went to the Falcons. Then I went to the Browns. Then I went to the Patriots. Then I went to the CFL. And that's just my career in the gist. A lot of stops, a bunch of them.
Hey, that's what's up. I am familiar with the SEC, man. They've been killing college football, man. They've been like the top dogs for a long, long time, man.
A
You know,
long time.
I'm a USC fan, uh through the Reggie Bush scandal, we ain't been the same. But after that, it's like SEC then took off. They've been top dogs, man.
No, like even now, when Alabama, they've been on top so long, and I remember in high school, you had a lot of cats who claim the Alabama fans now, but they was room for y'all, like USC. They was room for USC, and I was like, bro, you had a Reggie Bush jersey on, like you had a Matt Leinart jersey on, you had a Lindell White jersey. You was a USC fan. That's just how big USC was back in the day. Them dudes was a powerhouse, bro. I remember vividly them dominating every year. But as soon as I think had the Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, Lindell White, who else? Yeah, I had a lot of guys. Y'all had Jackson, the defensive end. Y'all had I forgot the receiver. Yeah, I had so many people. So y'all, USC has a rich tradition in NFL, but that was just y'all time. It
Yeah,
was USC. No, it was Miami. Then it was USC. Then it turned into now Alabama. That's what we Alabama right now.
yeah. And Clemson been doing their thing. Yeah, Clemson up in there.
Yeah. Clemson's doing their thing. For them not to be an SEC team and was battling Alabama, and they was going toe to toe. I think that was Sweeney. I think he may be 2-1 in that championships with Nick Saban. So that's saying something for him to do that.
That is. So since we talking about college, man, my first question is so they got it says the Supreme Court rules that NCAA changes rules and now allows student athletes to monetize their image and likeness, meaning they are allowed to sign endorsement deals and do commercials. So how you
Mm-hmm.
feel about that, man? Is that gonna hurt the NCAA or is it gonna help it? Or what's your take on that? Because when you was in college, y'all wasn't making no bread, man. So how you
None.
feel about that, man? Like, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Or what's your take on that, man? From a person that then played on that level.
No, whenever college players can make some money off their likeness on the name on the back of their jersey, you got to think about it. Because like when Reggie Bush was in college, everybody in LA had a number 5 jersey with USC on it, but he wasn't profiting from like they made millions of dollars from his own jersey, but he couldn't profit from it. It seemed like even Cam Newton is still number 1 Auburn jersey in Auburn bookstores right now. He never received a dime from it. So anytime you can make some money off your own likeness, bro, that's a good thing. But it's not going to totally change college ball because think about it. The people who are going to get NIL deals are the quarterback, the running back, maybe the receiver, and maybe one defensive player. It's great, but it's not going to change anything. Like they need a union, kind of like how you work for, like you got a union where you work at, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I'm a construction union, carpenters union.
Yeah, so y'all got benefits, y'all get a salary and all that, right?
Correct.
But the NCAA is like if they create a union for college ball, they're gonna have to start paying them a salary instead of just one or two people per team get NIL deals. I'm for the NIL deal, but we still got a real long way to go as far as like the players getting something because it's basically indentured servitude.
Right. Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. So I was like you said, the skilled players, they're gonna get all the endorsements, all the commercials. But what about like, the center, the punters, the kickers, and you play ball. Those dudes are just important. You know what I'm saying? They don't get enough credit as they should. But if you don't got a good line, a good center, you ain't rushing no, 1,000-yard seasons. You ain't throwing it, 500 yards a game without no O-line. You know what I'm saying?
Team sport.
Team sport, for sure, man, for sure. But like you said, I agree with you on both ends. I'm glad that some of the players are able to make some money. Yeah, so that's good.
Yes, it's only a few gonna make like it's only a few. Like, I know Deion Sanders' son he signed with Tom Brady, but they gonna sign guys who got a name. They gonna sign the guys, they gonna sign the most popular guy because they're not gonna go sign the second string defensive tackle. They're not gonna really get no money from the endorsement that they're giving them. They're not gonna get a return in that. You know what I'm saying?
So on that note, these skilled top players that are getting these endorsement deals and doing commercials and making money, do you feel they're gonna be less motivated when they make it to the league because they already got the bag? I think that might hurt it because when you coming out in college, you ain't making no money. You hungry, you balling, you trying to get scouted. But like say, for instance, like a Johnny Manziel, he would have been a millionaire in college. He could have been like, you know what, F the league, I'm already because how he was selling, he would have went crazy on commercials, endorsements. It would have been ridiculous. You know what I mean? You think they'd be like less motivated or to get to the league, less hungry? You know what I mean?
I'm glad you brought it up. I'm glad you brought you brought Manziel up, and that's a prime example because I played with the nigga in Cleveland, so I seen firsthand the nigga blew up way too quick, right? Because the dude was a bona fide superstar. But I came to Cleveland in 2014, and then we drafted him that same year. So when he get to Cleveland, I seen, bro, Johnny, he was quiet. Like he not what the media like, hype him up to be. Because like his locker was literally right across from mine. So to get Johnny to say anything, you had to say something to him first. He was just quiet. He was just standoffish and quiet. But
so he wasn't like the social media big party guy.
No, but like in the building, he was quiet. But when he went out on weekends, he was there. He was like a character. You know how we talk about like Wack and Charleston White being characters? Johnny Manziel, he was really like a character, bro, because he didn't say a word during it was really like a 9 to 5. You come in and then you go home at like 5 or 6. He didn't say a word. He was just quiet and mind his own business. But you go on social media on the weekend, he in Vegas spending 100,000. He taking jets, he hanging out with LeBron. I'm like, this the same dude that be in the building every day. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. But to answer your question, yeah, if you're getting paid 1.4 mil for an NIL deal, it just depends on the person. Like, if I got the money, I'll probably be more motivated. But you give this nigga right here some, you're like, I made it. I'm gonna kick back. I'm gonna chill. I done made it already. I don't need to go to the league. I can pay for me 2-3 houses right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So you say you played for the Browns. What other team you say you played for? NFL teams?
Patriots and Falcons.
So was you there with the GOAT? Did you play with Brady?
I did. Look, I was there. I was with the Patriots for like a month. Not even that. Probably like 3 weeks because they brought me in, then they cut me. Then they brought me again. They brought me in again. Then they cut me. Then they brought me in again. Then they cut me again. That's right before they won the Super Bowl. So you remember when the Patriots when they played the Seahawks, and then the Seahawks decided to throw the ball on the goal line and they got intercepted.
Mm-hmm.
That was that same year.
Most controversial call in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and I got look, if they would,
you don't let beast mode run it in, you throw a
yeah. So I was with the Patriots that year. But you said with the go, I said like right behind, like Brady was right here in meetings. I said a row back and like some few seats to the right of Brady.
So that's dope. So he's my I got him my all-time QB, right? So I want to ask you, like, so you was at practices with him? You played any games with him?
I didn't play in the games, but I was there. Like I went to the games, the practice. Well, I did everything but playing the game.
Okay, so how was the practice, like, even being around Brady and practicing, the whole atmosphere, the vibe? Like, how was it, man?
The nigga all business.
Yeah.
It's the reason why they win all the time. Like New England, because I'm telling you, the reason why New England wins so much, not because they just the most talented team, it's because Belichick run a tight ship. They literally work from 6 a.m. to Belichick didn't go home. Like he was at the facility 24/7. The reason why they win is because they work harder than everybody else. From when I seen Brady, I'm just sitting here looking at him. He took notes literally from the beginning of the meeting to the end of the meeting for 2 hours straight. He took notes in some big ass notepad. So it's the reason why Brady is successful, because he just work hard. That's it.
Right. So what position you played in football? What was your position?
Defensive end.
Defensive end. Okay. So being a football player coming up through the ranks, who are some of your favorite players that you kind of watched and analyzed and kind of like wanted to be like? Who was like your Jordan or your LeBron or your Kobe as far as football that kind of like kept you inspired? You kept watching them, like, or any DNs or any players you was kind of like coming up watching, like, oh, I want to be like him? Or
a bunch of them, like shit, Osi Amura from the Giants, shit, Strahan from the Giants.
Strahan was a beast.
Yes, beast. Shoot, Jason Taylor from the Dolphins. Shoot, James Harrison from the Steelers. Will Smith that played DN for the Saints. Man, so many. Simeon Rice for the Buccaneers. Like, I love that nigga. I like players who was tall, skinny, and was pass rushers like me. So I watched everybody, but I try to emulate like Osi Amura. I used to watch his highlights for every college game. I used to like, all right, I'm gonna try this during the game. And then later on, I played with the nigga Osi Amura. That's just how crazy they went. Like that was probably my favorite defensive end all time. Then I go to the Falcons and he's sitting in the meeting room right there, like, damn, I get to play with this nigga now. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, I'm nervous as hell. This Osi Amura. Like, I grew up watching the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of stuff like that make you, I didn't play a long time, but when I was in it, it was just like some surreal moments that, like, damn, I really made it right here, which is pretty cool.
That's what's up. That's big. That's big. So let me ask you another question. NFL, right? I watched a documentary on the concussions, and I understand how serious the concussion is. But as a fan, we fed up with all these soft-ass calls, man. So how you feel about these soft-ass NFL calls? Man, is it hurting or is it helping? Man, I understand they trying to protect their superstars. They're trying to protect the players. But I feel like, me personally, I feel like it's hurting the game, man. It's too many bullshit calls, man. And, as a fan, we watching the game. But as far as a ref, they watching it in real time. We got the courtesy of replay, right? Because you playing. Some of the dudes, some of the linebackers is almost 300 pounds running a 4.5, 4.6. That's like a train coming at you. You know what I'm saying? You coming like that, it's hard sometimes to stop on the dime, man. You know what I'm saying? And now you got these athletic quarterbacks that, these Lamar Jacksons, Patrick Mahomes. You got to get there, you know what I mean, and hit them. If not, they going 50 yards up the field. So I feel like it's hard. And you a defensive player. So the second part about it is, how hard would it be today to be playing defense, man?
It is, man, because I just look at the game sometimes. I be tweeting just what I be seeing, and I say it all the time. Like, they're trying to take football out of football. If they make any type of sense. Like football is supposed to be a physical game, but now they're taking the physicalness out of the game, and it's making it. I mean, I love football. I like watching it, but some days I'm like, I'm finna turn this shit off because I'm not finna sit here and look because you can't guard nobody. Like if you're a corner, you can't put your hands on after 5 yards. If you're a defensive end, you can barely sack the quarterback. Like they, how is it roughing the passer when you simply just putting your body weight on? That's like they're trying to defy the laws of gravity. How else do you get somebody on the ground without putting your body weight on this person to get them on the ground? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But what they're doing to appeal to the audience of they want to see more points scored. So they're trying to just hold the defense. Like they're trying to make the game more as appealing as possible to fans. Fans like to see a lot of points being scored. So they're gonna make it hard on the defense to play defense. So that's what you see. They're just trying to make the game more fun, more offensive branded. That's basically what they did. Basically, in the mid 2000s, it was mostly like defense. 80s defense, 70s defense.
Right.
Now they go more offense.
Right. And I agree with that because I'm a sports fan. I watch it, and a lot of fans today, even like in basketball, they got all the ticky-tack fouls. I feel like the league understands that the average fan want to see 130 to 127, right? But a true fan like me, I don't want to see that because I understand that was some bullshit defense. You know what I'm saying? I missed them bad boy Pistons when it was 89 to 92. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they do a little bit of that for sales. You know what I mean? Because offense is sell tickets, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it sell tickets. It's this. I don't like it, man. As a fan and a person play. I didn't play no college ball, but I grew up little leagues. You know what I'm saying? Playing high school ball, so I always love sports. So I love the competitiveness and I love the defense part about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't like all the ticky tack fouls, especially in NBA, man. Because our coach taught us, man, when we was playing high school ball, if a dude came through the hole, he was doing a layup or whatever, and you fouled him and he scored, you was getting sit down.
Yeah,
you was on the bench. Like, why the F you fouled him? If you was gonna let him score, we weren't trying to hurt him, put him out the game. But if I'm gonna foul you, ain't about to score too. A little layup and do some more cute stuff, and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And like that's how they do it.
That's what we was taught. Like if somebody drive,
yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna foul them, don't give up an and one. Foul them, put them at the free throw line, make them earn the point. But even in the NBA, it's more offensive driven, like all sports. Even in the CFL, like I don't know if you notice now. You watch a CFL game, the defensive line they have to line up a yard off the ball.
Damn.
They do that. Yeah, it's a wide open passing league. So they're just trying to make the offense score as many points as possible. So they think the average fan, like we ain't average fan. We watch ball, we understand what's going on, but the average fan don't. They just want to see high flying up and down the field, air raid type football. If you go to like a training camp, an NFL training camp, and it's basically a practice. It's offense versus defense. They're on the same team. But if a defensive player make an interception, the crowd don't say nothing. If the defense get a sack, the crowd don't say nothing. But if they throw a long touchdown, the crowd go wild.
Right.
The average fan, that's just how they see the game. Everybody's not going.
And I'm opposite. I be want to see that pick six. You know what I'm saying? I be want to see that sack.
Right. I'm a defensive guy. Like I don't mind seeing a defensive struggle because I understand it. Like if I have the team I'm rooting for and they consistently giving up touchdown, that's annoying to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you get stopped at some point.
Right. And let me ask you this question. So, I love watching the old battles between Coach Prime. He Coach Prime now, Deion Sanders, right? Prime time, and Jerry Rice going at it.
Yeah.
If they was playing in today's game, I don't think that rivalry would have been that tough because of the rules. I'm saying only because of the rules, not their talent. I'm saying because of the rules. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have got that. You know what I'm saying?
No, you would have got it.
You would have got it?
Yeah, you would have got it because I'm trying to. It's a bunch.
So my second question. So like the Randy Mosses, the Jerry Rices, all the top receivers that ever played the game. If they was playing today,
but you got to think about it. Since it's more offensive driven, they would be getting off more than what they was in the 80s and the 90s.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you would have no corners that could probably match up because they couldn't put hands on. They couldn't. You can't touch at the 5 yards. So
Right.
you probably
Look at
right.
Megatron, how big he was, how athletic he was. You can't touch him. You can't put no body on him.
The dude was 6'5", 230. bro, Randy Moss is a freaking nature, dog. If I can't get hands on this cat at the 5 yards, what am I supposed to do?
Well, you can't jump with him because the average corner is what, 6'1"?
No, that's his one is a tall corner. The average corner is 5'10" maybe.
You see what I'm saying? They got to just throw it up. He was gonna be mossing everybody, huh?
Bro, he would be putting up video games. Even Terrell Owens, all them cats, man, they would be literally putting up video game like it would be insane what they be putting up now because you can't look. I think the rules changed. Let me tell you who changed the rules at the 5 yard like hands the receiver rule. It was Ty Law from the Patriots. You remember when it was Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and they was meeting up every year in the playoffs, and then Manning would have success in the regular season, but they get to the playoffs and that nigga couldn't score. It was because Belichick, he would press the corners, he would press Reggie Wayne, he would press Marvin Harrison, and they would just scheme up the Colts so where they couldn't even get off the line. So when they seen what Peyton Manning couldn't do in the playoffs, they changed the rules, made it a 5 yard rule. Ty Law was literally mugging these dudes at the line of scrimmage. So when the league saw that, like, nah, we got to change this. So I call this shit the Ty Law rule. What we got now, where you can't touch nobody, that came from Ty Law from the Patriots.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's true though. You're right. I didn't want to do it, Cam, but I got to, man.
Oh my God. Yeah, here you go.
I gotta go there, Cam. I got you here on my channel. I gotta go there, man. So let's talk about these GOATs in basketball, man. It's that time, man. Let me pour me a drink, man, and let's talk about it, man. So who's your GOAT, sir?
we really doing this tonight?
We gotta do it, man. We gotta do it, man. We gotta have that good old barbershop talk, man.
Okay.
You make some great points, and I'll be making some great points too. We gotta do it.
Okay, before I say who the GOAT is, I'll say this. When you talk about the greatest of all time, it's basically preference. Yeah, it's basically a preference. Like it's been so many great players. It's really hard to narrow down one player who's like because they played in different eras, they played different positions, they had different teammates, they had different coaches. Every single one of these players was in different circumstances, so it's kind of hard to base it on who's to say who's the best because there's been so many great ones. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to go in my opinion, I think LeBron is the best overall basketball player from all around.
So you got him over Jordan and Kobe.
I got him over everybody. But it's just my opinion. It doesn't make me right. It's just my opinion.
You know who I got?
Yeah, of course.
I got Kobe, man.
Look, you a Laker, you an LA kid, so you supposed to have Kobe as your GOAT. I'm not mad at that.
Well, I done met some Laker fans that's got MJ as they GOAT. They a Laker, you know what I mean, as a team, but some of them got MJ as they GOAT. And then you talk to the old timers, they got Kareem as they GOAT.
Look, my dad think Magic is the GOAT. It depends on who you ask. Like my other uncle, he think Wilt Chamberlain the GOAT. My other uncle, he thought Kareem is the GOAT. It just depends on who you ask.
And I know you're gonna come with the stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I always tell you, and I gotta say it on my channel, NBA Finals, Game 7, we down by 1, 20 seconds on the shot clock. I'm subbing in Kobe, and I'm giving the ball over LeBron, man. I'm drawing the play up for Kobe, man. And go.
Okay.
I know what you're going to say. Oh, well, LeBron going to do the right play. But you're an athlete. We don't want the right play. We want that ring, and we want to win a game. I want Kobe to if you got to shoot over all 5 people, do it. I don't want you to pass, Kobe. I want you to win us the game. And that's the only thing that be frustrating me with LeBron. He will pass it. I know it's the right play, but sometimes, LeBron, you just got to put your shoulder down and go. You 6'8", 250, pure muscle. You spend $1 million a year on your body. Nobody in the world can stop you. You a freight train coming like this. And before you answer, I'm gonna ask you this question, right? Imagine Kobe or Jordan with his body. Who would it be unfair, Cam? It would be unfair. But they killer
Okay.
mindset, that mama mentality, 6'8", 250.
Keep going.
It'd be crazy.
Hey, but stretch though, like
LeBron got the rebounds. He's bigger. He's a forward. Kobe's a shooting guard. He's a forward point guard. You know what I mean?
they
Kobe
play
could
two.
still pass too. He had a great IQ too. One of the best to ever do it. Kobe IQ wasn't, his IQ was crazy.
He was.
But he was just a killer, man. When you a killer, it's different. He ain't looking to pass. He looking to score.
Okay. You said what I'm not. You said that he's gonna make the right play. Kobe has made the right play a bunch of times at crunch time. Jordan has done the same thing. Okay, 93. Okay, you said a lot of people, they say Jordan is the most clutch player to ever play the game, right? 93 finals, game 6 versus Phoenix. I think they were losing or tied up. Jordan didn't hit the last second shot. John Paxson did. Jordan passed it. It's just like a lot of times Kobe passed it. I remember y'all was playing Portland in the playoffs. Kobe drove, got double teamed, passed it to Robert Horry. Robert Horry hit the 3. Kobe did it a bunch of times.
Right. I agree with you on that. But I'm saying overall.
Oh, look, overall,
I just don't see don't get it twisted. LeBron's, wherever you want to put him at, he's top 3 to ever play basketball. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Right? That's a fact. But I remember watching Kobe, right? The Lakers would be struggling. Sometimes he'd be struggling. Phil call that timeout. He'll give him his third quarter rest. We down 15, 17. The bench kind of trying to rally up. We didn't brought it down to 12. I'm like, if we get it down to 10 by the fourth quarter, it's going to be Kobe show and we're going to win the game.
Yeah.
And it happens so many times. But LeBron, I can't get that because LeBron going to come in still want to pass it because this third string, fourth string dude is open in the corner.
No. I'm going to give you an example. 2013, game 6. Remember Ray Allen hit that shot?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
When LeBron was in Miami, finals.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so let me tell you what happened in that game. The Heat were down 10 going into the fourth.
That was 2000. What year you said that was?
It was 13.
Oh, 13. Okay, correct. 13, yes, sir.
The Heat were down by 10 going into the fourth quarter, right? The fourth quarter starts. D-Wade is on the bench. Braun is out there with, I think, Battier. He's out there with Chalmers. He out there with Mike Miller. He might have been out there with Bosh or Rashard Lewis. But Wade wasn't in the game. Wade was on the bench. This nigga scored. LeBron, look, they down by 10 in the fourth quarter. Crunch time, right? NBA Finals, game 6. Nut check time. This nigga scored 16 points in the fourth, and Ray Allen hits that shot. If LeBron never scores 16 in that fourth quarter, they lose. The Ray Allen shot doesn't count, right? It's stuff like that. Or you go to Detroit, he scored 25 straight in the second half. Or you go to he had 2 game winners back to back in his first playoff series ever against the Wizards. I can go versus Chicago, hit a last second shot, 3 on the baseline. This nigga's 2012 down 2-3 versus Boston, 45-6 in 3 quarters. I can go on, and that's just from the top of my head. So if you actually look at his career, he's the most clutch player to ever play. If you look at the careers, not the stigma from what Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith say.
Hey, I agree with you on that. And you make a hell of a point. And again, I know LeBron got all the talent in the world and he could pull shit off like that. I'm just saying that killer instinct, it's not a stat, right? It's not a stat, man. When you got that dog in you, got that fight in you, it don't show up on paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it do. But hold on, no, okay. You said that the dog doesn't.
Like when Kobe sometimes would shoot us out and everybody be mad. Sometimes I want LeBron to do that. LeBron, go down, swing and shoot us out the game then. Stop deferring. Don't defer.
But look, he does that. But when he does that,
Jordan had
people
done it too, right?
no. But when he does do that, people say he hunts stats, or you know what I'm saying, or you know he comes when LeBron does that, they say he hunts stats. But when Kobe do it, when Jordan do it, they say he's a killer and all that type of weird stuff. I'm not saying that they not, but LeBron is because you can look at the game from uh from just an aesthetic standpoint, and you look at the stats on paper. He got both of them.
So I'm gonna ask
I'm
you
just
this one question, right? You
okay.
got him to go, and he can't shoot free throws.
Well, you know, I, I agree. He's not a great free throw shooter. That's just not his strong point. But Jordan wasn't a great 3-point shooter. Jordan wasn't a great passer. It's like it's no perfect player ever. That player don't exist. It's no perfect player. Kobe wasn't a great.
I disagree. Jordan IQ was crazy. Kobe IQ was crazy. They were just killers. If they really wanted to facilitate and you know what I mean, dial up a play and direct traffic, they could have done that.
That wasn't
They
a
were
strong.
just natural killers, man. They on go.
That wasn't a strong point though, because I'm gonna tell you, Jordan was getting his 35 and 38 per game or in the playoffs. He was doing his thing, right? But they didn't start winning to win. Phil Jackson came and they put in that triangle offense. Now, no, listen. Jordan was getting in, he was getting his stats, and he was being Jordan, but his team wasn't winning. Why? Because Scotty wasn't getting off. Paxson wasn't getting off. Horace Grant wasn't getting off. Because it's a team game.
And you know who hurt a lot of Kobe records? Shaq.
Phil?
Shaq.
Like you said he hurt a lot.
He had to defer to Shaq. I remember one season he had like 5.50 games in a row. Phil Jackson called him in the front office. Hey man, we losing a big fella, man. You gotta feed him a little bit more. And that stopped the streak. He was on the streak. Ain't no telling how many 50-point games he had in a row. He definitely would have broke a record. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yes. Kobe could score as good as anybody. We both saying that. But Kobe would go rogue in the triangle and get numbers and they would fucking lose. But y'all wouldn't have look, if y'all wouldn't have played team ball, right? Y'all would not have won 3 championships or 3 out of 4 or the last 2 with Powell and Phil. Y'all wouldn't have. But when Kobe actually played team ball, y'all won chips. Am I right or wrong?
Let me ask you another question, man.
It's a simple question. Come on now. If Kobe didn't play team ball, do you think y'all would have won multiple championships? Yes or no?
It takes a team, bro. I mean, Jordan played team ball too. Don't get it twisted. It was. Come on, you had Kukoc. He was hitting open shots. You know what I mean? You had Ron Harper one year. He was doing his thing. You had Scotty, and I read Scotty's book, man. I feel why he upset. He gets a little, you know what I mean, the little brother role, but he's a Hall of Famer now.
No, seriously,
he got a lot to do with both of them 3-peats. A lot to do with it.
You look, because think about it. Look, let me tell you, Scotty was so great. Phil was so great. Jordan retired. They won 55 games without him. They won 57 the year before when they beat Phoenix, 93. They won 55 without him. That's how great that team was without him.